Hello everyone, so I'm currently sitting by the ocean in Southern California and gonna give you a little what I would have won different, or questions and answers, or any problems that I've been able to solve along the way regarding my solar system. So when we left, we had an over-discharged battery, and I did not personally set the solar system up. I paid somebody a guy to help me, and he literally installed the solar system, and before we left, so within 3 months, I had over-discharged, and I ran 2 lithium 100 amp hour batteries paralleled, and I have a 2000 watt, I believe, inverter charger, as well as a particular MPPT charger that was recommended by Renogy. One thing I really wish that I would have done different would be I would have run much bigger cables. I had no idea that literally 1 to 2 gauge is amazing for running anything that's kind of like that high power draw. I never put together the whole sheet of the amps and volts and all that stuff that I was using. So I didn't know what to do when I got the brand new battery. I was really scared to just reinstall it the way that it was, because I didn't want to have the same problem happen again. And I had somebody who was amazing, who was a VANLIFer that I ran into in Encinitas, and he was like, oh, I love energy, love solar, can I take a look at it? I might be able to help you. And of course, I was like, yes, please. So he went through, we brought out the test meter, and basically my connections were kind of done wrong. My MPPT charger was not set to my type of battery. It was actually set to gel, which I believe might have been a problem. And like I said, I would have started with a bigger gauge cable had I known what I know now during the bus build. I still have not had the opportunity to replace those, but I'm really looking forward to doing that. So basically now I understand my solar system completely, and that is also very highly suggested. I have read that manual front to back, and anytime a problem happens. We had parked just recently for about 5 months, and we just went fall back. So it's been that short sun, plus we had some crazy overcast weather here at the beach for like a week. So when I got that new battery, it took me a couple days, but basically we marked every single wire so I know what they are, whether they're positive or negative, and then we individually charged those batteries via the sun. So we brought each one up to full, and when I parked recently, I started over discharging again. And that was an issue. Your batteries can become unstable and unequal, and lithiums do not self-balance. So you need to have them exactly the same when you connect them. I could not quite get them exactly the same, and it makes a huge difference. So once they're perfectly the same, I was able to reconnect, then things run great. And sometimes it takes a little bit when you've got, not a whole lot of sunshine. So you take all your positives, put it to one battery, take all your negatives, put it to another, and then you put those up to the top, which mine are set at 14.2. Make sure your MPPT charger is set for your type of battery, because it can destroy your batteries if it's not. They have different kind of like highs and lows that they can go, and if it doesn't shut off or you over discharge, it can be super costly. I got a really good deal on my batteries, and my warranty has been amazing. The guy has been amazing to deal with. I found him on eBay, but he also has his own site, and I believe it's Light Power, LITEPWR.com. And he's amazing to work with. So I would definitely suggest using him, and I'll put his link down below in the description here. So those are a couple things that I think are very important, is make sure that your batteries are equal. And then when I reconnected them, I ran the parallel, so I ran the red to the red on the battery, the black to the black, and then I took my cables coming in from my solar and from my MPPT charger. I have two that connect to my battery. I took one of all of those. I took all the reds and put it on one battery, and then I took all the blacks and put it on the other battery, so it has a perfectly even draw. And then I did the opposite with my fan. So where I did the parallels, I would put my fan, and then the others I just had the connections coming from the solar and MPPT charger. I have no other way of charging my batteries on the road other than via sun, and I'm really bad at cleaning my panels, but I do love my panels. That is one thing I can say. I've got the flexible Renogy, I believe they're 185 watt each, and I've got them held down with a 4-inch industrial Velcro. Amazing. I would do that again tenfold. So just keep that in mind. And my batteries are super, so far, super functional. Everything's been great. I'm running all Renogy stuff. I think that I would add one more. I don't know whether to add one more battery or one more panel, or if it has to be both. So that part I'm unsure of at this point, but I do run a 55 quart Dometic. I'm sorry, it's not Dometic. It's like the off-brand. It's called Bodega. And that was like a $250 purchase, and that was super worth it. It's been a year of consistently running. Still does very well. And then I've got my fan, which can run regardless if my system shut down, because I've got that directly wired to the battery. I need to put the fridge directly to the battery, but I think I need a little bit more. It's during these short days of the year, and if it's overcast, it can run me into a little bit of issue. And it sucks losing food, so that is the one thing there. I did add a new switch for my pump, which I haven't been able to run yet, but I do finally have my pump connected for my hot water heater, and it's a ventless hot water heater. Everybody kept telling me, do not run that in the bus, and then I finally found out these are ventless, and they're made for the bus, and it's actually by a space that gets a lot of ventilation anyways. It is gas, and I was having a little bit of issue with it not sealing at the connector going to the gas hot water heater, so I just want to make sure everything's good there before I disconnect and reconnect, because with my hands, I pay the price for it the next day, and it sucks because my hands are so little, but they hurt so bad after doing connections with gas. So if I don't have a guy's hands around, it becomes an all-day project, and I'll probably hold that one for another day. But so far, super simple. I do have my tub connected, so we do take showers via a shower bag right now, and that just drains right to the outside. We don't use anything that's harmful to the earth, so we're at the beach most of the time, and that works really, really well. And other than that, we have our separator toilet. That is one thing I do want to work on soon and kind of upgrade or possibly replace, but I've been pretty happy with that. And then my sink, I've never connected. I have that beautiful faucet. We just use that 2-gallon right there, and I want to get one of those automatic pumps with maybe the 3 or the 5-gallon underneath. That would be a much better setup. And eventually have my sink drain to the outside would be ideal as well. Or just take it down and have it put into my tank that doesn't have a valve cover, so just goes right to the outside. Kind of holds, I guess, a couple gallons before going out, but so far everything's been super, super functional, and we have way too much stuff in our bus still, it seems like, but we're getting there. The shelves really helped. I added shelves. I would build them differently, for sure. I know exactly how I would build them, but these, for what I had and what we used, these are functional. They work right now. So just wanted to check in and let you guys know. Solar updates, maybe that can help anybody that's got any solar issues. And if you've had anything else, post it below. Maybe it could help somebody else. So sending you safe travels and love. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time.